You've probably heard the saying a million times, prevention is better than treatment. But have you ever really stopped to think about what that means? Today, we're going to dive into why stopping a problem before it even starts is, without a doubt, the most powerful tool we have for our health.
But first, here's a question for you. Why do we so often wait for that first cough, that fever, or something way more serious before we finally start paying attention to our bodies? It's a habit pretty much all of us have, but it might just be the absolute worst way to manage our well-being.
All right, so let's really break this down into two completely different phases. What happens before we get sick versus what happens after. Okay, first up, prevention. This is all about being proactive. It's those little things you do every single day, like washing your hands properly or choosing an apple over a bag of chips. These actions stop an illness from ever getting a foothold. It's not about fighting a battle, it's about building a fortress so the battle never has to happen.
And when you put them side by side, the difference is just wow. Prevention is what you do before you're sick. It's proactive. Treatment is what happens after. It's reactive. Prevention is usually super simple and doesn't cost much at all, while treatment, well, that can get really complicated and incredibly expensive fast.
So, okay, we've set the stage, but why do we say that prevention always wins? Let's get into the 4 biggest reasons why. The number 1 reason is also the most important one. Prevention literally saves lives. It's as simple as that. So many diseases, from everyday infections to the serious stuff we get vaccinated for, are completely avoidable. We're not just talking about feeling a little better, we're talking about stopping a potential tragedy before it even gets a chance to start.
And then, of course, there's the money. The cost of actually treating an illness. We're talking hospital bills, prescriptions, not to mention the money you lose from not being able to work. It can be absolutely devastating. A vaccine might set you back a few bucks, but a hospital stay for something like the flu could cost you thousands. From a financial standpoint, it's a no-brainer.
And this is so crucial. Prevention isn't just about you. When you take steps to keep yourself healthy, you're not just doing yourself a favor. You're becoming a part of a community-wide shield, making it way harder for germs to spread and reach the people around us who might be more vulnerable.
Finally, it just comes down to your quality of life. Let's be real. Being sick is awful. It robs you of your time, your energy. It means missed parties, canceled vacations, and just not being able to enjoy your day. Prevention, on the other hand, is what gives you the fuel to live your life to the fullest, every single day. So you might be thinking, okay, I'm sold, but how do I actually do this? Is it complicated? And the best part is, it's not. Powerful prevention is built on really simple actions that absolutely anyone can do. Just think about these 4 things. Washing your hands regularly to stop germs in their tracks, eating a balanced diet to prevent those long-term chronic diseases, getting some kind of regular physical activity to keep your body strong, and keeping your space clean to cut down on germs. See, individually, they're tiny habits, but when you put them together, their impact is massive.
Ultimately, it all boils down to a daily choice we all have to make, shifting our mindset from fixing our health when it's broken to maintaining it so it stays strong.
But this brings up a huge question, doesn't it? If prevention is so effective and so obviously the better choice, why are we so bad at it? Well, the answer usually lies in our own psychology. It usually comes down to a few mental traps we all fall into. We tell ourselves, oh, that'll never happen to me. We fall back into our old, comfortable habits. Or, let's be honest, we just prioritize short-term comfort, like hitting the snooze button instead of going for a walk, over our long-term health. But just recognizing these things is the first step to pushing past them. So let's bring it all home. The takeaway here is crystal clear. Prevention is just the smarter play. It saves lives, it costs less, it protects our communities, and it just makes our lives better. It's that essential shift from being reactive to being proactive about our own health.
So, we'll leave you with this one thought. Your health isn't just about what you do when you're sick. It's about the hundreds of tiny choices you make every single day when you feel perfectly fine. The best way to win the fight against disease is to stop it before the battle ever begins. So, what's one small preventative choice you can make today?